All right, I'll get through this quick. The history of Halloween. Halloweeny. Stop whenever you want to add a comment, whatever. I don't care. I'm not trying to be overbearing here.
You're fine.
Also, a side note: today, Americans spend an estimated $6 billion annually on Halloween,
That should tell you something right there.
making it the country's second largest commercial holiday
After Christmas.
After Christmas,
Yeah, for sure.
It originated with the ancient Celtic festival
I can't remember the name of it, but I agree with that.
Samhain. It's spelled Samhain. Samhain.
Are you going to explain everything?
Sure.
Yeah.
The Celts, who lived 2,000 years ago, mostly in Ireland, UK, northern France, celebrated their celebrated their new year on November 1st.
Oh, jeez.
It marked the end of a summer and the harvest and the beginning of a dark, cold winter. They often associated with death.
Oh.
On October 31st, it was believed that the boundaries between the dead and the living were blurred, and so they would come roaming around. The Druids, the Celtic priests, would make predictions about the future, and it would give the Celts hope throughout that cold winter towards another good harvest or whatever it was. That's basically what it was.
Wouldn't they dance around the fire and dress up?
Yes, they would
to
dress
like please the gods or something.
Yes,
Here we go with the more pleasing of the gods.
Very pagan.
Well, with the presence of the dead, they would try to scare them off because they would
Or that.
the dead would go around and mess with crops, or they would mess. That's what they would think.
Yeah, they sure did.
2,000 years ago, man, people thought a lot of weird stuff.
Sure.
Just
Yeah.
like today, people think a lot of weird stuff.
You're right.
The Druids, which were the priests, the whatever,
The religious holy men or whatever.
Yeah, the holy men. They would build huge sacred bonfires to burn crops and animals as sacrifices to the Celtic
Fucking sacrifices,
deities.
bro.
They would actually reuse them during the winter to keep them warm as well. They would go back and like re-throw shit on it and burn it again. Party up. Well, they got
sacrifices. If you live alone, or like
completely
maybe,
disconnected.
What if it was just us three and there was barely anyone else on Earth,
Right.
Yeah.
and we couldn't explain certain things? You'd start to come up with ways to explain it, like it must be the gods.
Plus, you're working
We
all
must.
summer.
Maybe we should like try to
Sure.
give them something.
You don't understand. You
Let's
don't know
give
how
the
to
best
explain
of
stuff.
our fruit.
Yeah.
We have this sheep over here. Let's kill it.
Yep.
You know.
Well, it's like when you go into a nail salon and there's a Buddha and there's like a rotten banana sitting underneath of it.
They're from Thailand.
Yeah, we got it.
Dude, when I was in Bali or Thailand, every single shop and store had a little sacrifice, and there would be like pieces of candy. And I asked them, like, "What are you doing?" They're like, "We just give them whatever.
Right.
We burn it all day long, and we just put stuff in there. A little bit of rice, a little whatever we're having. We put a little bit in there for this magical, little sacrifice."
I think it's
Anyway.
awesome at the same time. For some reason,
I like the way it smelled.
Well, yeah, incense always
all
smells
the
great,
time.
man.
During the celebrations, the Celts wore costumes typically consisting of animal heads and skins, and they attempted to tell each other's fortunes. I know, it's weird to think about today.
You ever seen that Nick Cage movie where he has that bear pelt on and punches a woman? Just runs right up to a lady and boom! What is that movie called? It's
You're like me. No, you don't know the name of the movie,
it's
but
like,
you just remember
you guys bring this shit up. It's like, I need a little
I don't know.
it was like an island full of women and there was like murder and stuff, and he had this
Someone
like
at home
bear.
is like, you idiot.
He had this bear costume on and just ran up to a lady and punched
Oh, that
her.
reminds me, another Chris Clark thing. He told me we were talking about Delivery Man with Vince Vaughn last week with the
What?
the artificial insemination.
What?
When the celebration was over, I already told you that part. Skip.
Catholics.
I'm not there yet.
Jesus Christ.
Pope Gregory III. In the 8th century, Pope Gregory the... Oh, you were like saying up next.
Oh, yeah. I was
Okay,
like,
yeah,
now
yeah.
it's time to get to the Catholics.
Well,
and
it was
shore
one
up.
line. I had to read it for
Your history aligns with my history, so that's
It
good.
does. No, that's good. That's real good. In the 8th century, Pope Greg III designated November 1st
PG-3.
as... Ooh. Whoa. He designated November 1st as All Saints' Day, honoring saints clearly. By 43 AD, the Romans had conquered the majority of Celtic territory. During the 400 years, seems to be a popular number, that they ruled there, 2 festivals of Roman origin combined with the Samhain, which was Feralia, the late October when the Romans traditionally commemorated deceased individuals.
So is it just coincidence that they both did this at the same time?
Everybody did this apparently, and it's all just coming together is what happened.
Jacob just
Every holiday we have is
rolled
mostly...
his eyes.
Well, that's right.
Well, it's all pagan.
Every
Most
holiday
of
we
the
have
shit.
is a combination of some pagan
Yeah.
some Judaism, and
Yeah.
some Catholic
Yes.
holidays. But back then, the Catholics, when they showed up,
Yeah.
they were not like
No.
very Christian.
And Feralia marked the end of Parentalia, a 9-day festival honoring dead ancestors. What they would do is leave food out and stuff. They would go inside.
Because they thought
They were
it's kinda
wandering.
like purgatory.
They thought they were wandering
They thought they
around.
could pray them into heaven or whatever.
Exactly.
Somebody's pray me into heaven.
You have to die first.
I got you, bro.
Thanks.
The second festival was by the Romans was a day to honor Pomona, the Roman goddess of fruit and trees. The symbol of Pomona was the apple, which was incorporated into the celebration of Samhain, and explains bobbing for apples.
Really?
So Roman, like most of the Roman holidays, they were pagan too.
Yeah, but they
Before
didn't
Constantine was like, no, we're going to be Catholic from here on out.
It's more so like
Christianity.
I came up with it.
Yeah, they're like, it's too. There wasn't a lot of Bibles floating around. There wasn't a lot of preachers floating around. It was like, all right, you guys already celebrate this. Let's just call it this.
Work on it.
Still do what you're doing.
I'm
Call
getting
it-
that for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's kind of what it was.
May 13th, 609 AD, Emperor, I'm going to butcher this, Phocas, Phocas, which is probably, oh man, someone's like, oh my God.
Emperor.
He gave
When does the great Malenko come into all this?
He gave the Pantheon to Pope, oh God, why didn't I look up how to pronounce Boniface?
Baba Booey?
Yeah, Pope Baba Booey.
Hi.
He rededicated it under the title Saint Maria and Saint Martyrs, which is Saint Mary and all martyrs. He later expanded the festival to include All Saints as well and moved it to November 1st. Christianity soon spread through the Celtic lands, giving them that little cross.
Oh God. How many chicks got that tramp stamped on their back? We need that. We need that up on the screen.
That's Christianity moving through the Celtic lands right there for you whenever you see
Forced.
it.
Like,
Well, yeah.
yeah.
So it's like when they're branding that cross, which is on the screen here. It's actually right here. In 1000 AD, the church made November 2nd All Souls Day to honor all the dead. They're like, after the saints. Push it back a little bit. Let's move it forward.
Which I don't understand. That's the part that no church that I've ever been a part of would ever celebrate the dead. And that's why I don't really like Halloween.
All of them.
A celebration of the dead in general is
All
is
Souls.
it's not good.
Yeah.
You know? That's
Yeah.
why I don't
I like Halloween for the same reason I like Christmas. The decorations. I love decorating.
I know, and it's good to be like, no offense, blissfully ignorant of what it actually means.
Oh yeah, I don't
But-
care what it means
because
I wasn't
I
raised.
celebrate Christmas too.
Yeah, but
but-
Christmas does not mean going to fucking Target and buying your kid whatever they want.
It's not supposed to mean, but honestly,
No.
it doesn't even mean the birth of Christ. When you,
I'll
when you
explain why
actually
that
read
happens
it, read
too.
it.
All Souls Day was celebrated similarly to Samhain, and with big bonfires, parades, dressing up in costumes as saints, angels, and devils. So the All Saints Day celebration was also called All Hallows or All Hallowmas, from Middle English All Hallowmas, meaning All Saints Day, and the night before it, the traditional night of Samhain, which is the Celtic religion, began to be called All Hallows Eve, and eventually Halloween. And then it comes to America. The celebration of Halloween wasn't big in New England. Why?
Salem.
Well, it,
Essentially, but they're all Protestant. It wasn't big in New England.
Oh yeah.
it wasn't big in New England.
No.
Yeah, no.
They were not Catholic.
And actually, the religion within the 13 colonies that started was like a huge thing because they actually would outlaw Catholic people.
That's why Maryland and Virginia fought a lot of little wars.
Maryland actually
First Catholic
celebrated
settlement.
they celebrated Halloween.
Well, yeah, it was the first Catholic settlement in the New World was St. Mary's City.
Yeah.
down the street
Right.
from us.
It says
Lord Calvert, Lord Baltimore, all those guys.
many northern colonies are anti-Catholic. Many Protestants saw Catholicism as a kind of existential threat.
Yeah.
Massachusetts didn't allow Catholics to inhabit its territory. Like, nah, bro. Nah. Get out of here.
Now they just don't.
Yeah, man.
they just don't like black people in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Dude, Boston's super racist.
That's the funny thing. Everyone thinks the North is like, oh, we're so whatever.
Dude,
Nah.
Boston
They have
is
neighborhoods that are more
super
segregated than
racist,
any
bro.
neighborhood ever has been in the South.
Yeah.
Ever. It's true.
No, I believe.
Jews, blacks, Irish, Italians, they just separate all of it.
Didn't somebody throw a banana at Adam Jones a couple years ago?
Yes, there's
I
going to be
don't know.
people that do dumb shit. It happens everywhere. New Jersey, they passed
They
a
can't help themselves.
Yeah. Only good things in, like, you got hoagies, tire shops, and gun stores. That's New Jersey there.
Right, they can't even take right turns.
pizza.
Yeah,
Pizza's pretty good.
Fucking.
New Jersey passed
Atlantic City.
a
Sure,
round
city.
of explicitly anti-Catholic laws in 1691. Virginia expressly forbid Catholics from holding public office or carrying firearms.
That's why it was such a
Jesus.
big deal when JFK became president. Like, it was
'Cause he was
finally
Catholic?
He was Roman Catholic, yeah.
That's crazy.
They have a speckled past.
Who do?
Catholics.
No, you don't say. They've got a diddled past.
But the funny part was the Protestants observed similar harvest festivals to those of the Celts in the beginning. Halloween was much more common in Maryland and southern colonies as the beliefs and customs of different European ethnic groups and the American Indians meshed. A distinctly American version of Halloween began to emerge. They had like play parties, and they were held to celebrate the harvest. Neighbors would share stories of the dead, ghost stories, dance and sing. Sounds like a blast.
When did trunk or treat start?
The 19th century,
Oh man.
when the new immigrants, especially all of the Irish fleeing
I was about to say the Irish, yeah.
the Irish potato famine, they helped popularize the celebration of Halloween nationally. But they also brought more vandalism, violence, and pranks.
You don't say.
I don't say.
The
Because that's
Irish.
what Halloween was.
It was.
It was like a band of heathens walking around just causing.
Did you guys do any pranks like growing up?
Dude.
I have like what's one good one?
No.
Yeah.
The pain and the suffering that would have happened to me
Oh.
had I been caught was
For
far.
Christ's sake, here we
Oh
go.
really? I guess you never got your ass whooped, Brent.
Dude,
Because trust me,
I thought he was about to say bet.
bet,
I got my ass whipped
bet.
all the time. But,
No, not
You
for
were-
real.
dude, no.
I'm talking about for real, for real.
Dude, my mother.
You don't do things when there's a threat of violence against you. It keeps you in check.
Well, I also wasn't.
What did you do?
I wasn't
what did you, what was
raised
the
in an
prank?
internment camp either, Jacob. I'm sorry.
What was the prank?
Me and two other people who will name unnamed. I don't even think that.
Name unnamed.
Yeah,
What's up, unnamed?
remain
Name
unnamed.
Name named.
Oh my God.
Drew Woodburn and Tim Kwiatkowski.
No. Maybe Woodburn was there, but I don't think so.
Did you toilet paper something?
No, there was this girl who lived in our neighborhood who was quite mean, and she was also quite large. I haven't seen this girl. I feel so bad for this. I can't believe I'm gonna probably get some shit for this, but we went to the store and got like probably 2,000 plastic forks. And we
As mean as it gets.
we spelled out fat ass in her backyard with the forks. Yeah.
That's like enough to make someone,
Yeah, I know. I'm not happy about it. We were teenagers, bro.
Have you ever apologized for that?
No.
You should.
Because she never saw it. Her dad
You're lucky to be
What a
living.
good dad.
Oh my gosh. If that
was
in
out
my
there.
yard.
Was out. Her
I
dad.
killed somebody.
Her dad was
Yeah.
out there in the morning. Got all of them.
Wow, what a guy.
I
all of
would
them.
have murdered you, Brent.
He was waiting for us next year.
Next year?
Oh yeah.
I would have whooped you, everyone in your whole house's ass.
Well, no,
if
he
I had
didn't
that
know it was
chance.
us.
Yeah, he didn't know who it was.
No, he.
So how did you know he got it up?
Somebody lived next door. We had correspondence.
Oh, that's pretty brutal. Mine was just throwing an egg on a black guy's car. And he
black
followed
guy?
us
Why'd it have to be a black guy?
because he was black. me, Kenny, and Sean. this
Kenny-
other- yeah, Kenny was with me.
It wasn't like a racial thing.
No.
It had to be a black guy.
Jesus, no.
Come on.
Well, you said, why you
You're
do it?
the
Because he
one,
was
but-
black. That's what you said.
He said, "Why does he gotta be black?" I said, "Cause he was black."
I mean, I heard it too, Jake.
I heard it too.
He
I thought
said,
you
"Why
threw
does
the
he
egg
have
on
to
his
be?"
car?
He
because
said,
was
"Why
black."
does he have to be black?" I said,
We
"Cause
did-
he was black."
Racist. But you said I throw an egg on a black guy's car.
Yeah.
You should have said I throw an egg on
Oh.
a guy's car.
Okay, let me explain the story. Sorry. Let me, trust me, I found out
In
real
today's
quick.
parlance.
Me, Kenny, next to me, passenger seat, Kenny Smith.
Kenny is black.
Doesn't even matter. This other kid named Sean, he was in the back seat. We're driving. All day we were chucking eggs and like fruit. It was awesome. And I remember Kenny stuck out the passenger window and just chucked this orange at a school bus's like doors, and it went pfft, and we just went pfft. And it was awesome. We did it all day. Finally, we went to practice at my house, and I had to take him home. I went to take him home, so I drive out and I grab 2 eggs from the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I take them with me, and we're rolling. And Kenny's like, "Are you gonna throw them thing, or do I gotta throw them?" I'm like, "I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw it." My luck. We're driving on Oliver Shop Road, I believe. It's somewhere around there.
Yeah. Around Buck's dad's house.
Yeah. Here comes a car. I roll down the window, and I go right out the window. Boom! Nail it. We're like, We drive off. Oh yeah. We drive off. I hit that little Keach Road and go that little shortcut to 6.
Yeah.
It's got the drop.
Oh yeah, I'm rolling. Get there, and I'm pulling up to the intersection at 6, and this car's like, and it's like going at me. And I'm like, all right. And I just turned towards La Plata, and I start going up the road behind me the whole way. I already forgot about the egg, bro. This was a long time ago. This was a while ago. This is from
You got away at this
It's all the way
point.
back at the Brian's or whatever it is.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
remember. So I'm driving. I pull over. The guy gets out, and then I don't know why I pulled over. That was probably the dumbest.
Pulled over.
Pulled over. I was like,
Because of what?
Because they were literally on my ass, high beams, everything.
You didn't think it had anything to do with the egg?
Nah, I forgot about it.
Jesus Christ. And this was before you smoked pot?
Oh yeah,
Way before.
I was just dumb to begin with.
Jesus.
I
Guy
pulled
gets out the
over,
car. Hey, come
and
on,
these
dog.
dudes, I figured it out when they came running up, and it was two black dudes. It was one tall, skinny, fit one of them good.
What do you mean?
He was fit. And then there was one big fat one, of course. And they're all together. They come running up and like, you fucking dog, where's it at? Where's it at? Where are the eggs? And luckily, I didn't have no eggs.
Yeah.
I should have ran with that. Because I was like, I ain't got no eggs here, man. I don't know what you're
Yeah.
fucking talking about. He's like, I know because the god dang Mirage has like a really distinct backlight. They take me back to their car and show me like the damage I did, right? There's a big crack that went across this thing. And I was like, I looked at it real close. And I took my finger and went, and I wiped it right off.
Hey, no gang.
That was stupid, but I was like, it's just egg, dude. I showed them like where I was coming from, blah, blah, blah. Granted, these guys were talking about breaking my legs off with my own door. Like they were gonna slam it when I had like my knees pointed out and I was talking to them. They had me sit back down in the car. They were doing whatever they wanted. So anyways,
Hey, where was Kenny?
Kenny was fucking silent in the passenger seat.
Where was Sean or whoever else?
Silent backseat, and the guys even walked over to Kenny's side and were talking to him because they knew him and they knew his mom and they were gonna talk shit. And Kenny didn't say a damn word, and I'm over here trying to defend and everything. And then finally I was like, "Yeah, we did it." And the guy was like, "Whatever." And he said, "I'm gonna call the cops." Blah blah blah. We had to go like to the police station, and I had to like.
Dude.
Eventually, had to write a letter saying I was.
You
sorry.
must have been young.
Wow.
Oh, I
I
was
would have
very
told him
young.
to kiss my grits.
Yeah, but dude, if you're on the side of the road, bro, it's different. When you're on the side of the road with these
Let
two
me
dudes.
just check my car.
And then what? They chased me further.
Yeah. And you say these two
I'm driving
idiots are
around with
chasing-
Kenny and fucking Sean all night to
Well, you-
Virginia.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, exactly. What am I gonna do? It was
So I
quicker,
did stuff
probably
like
way.
that, but never when I was young
Yeah.
because it was too dangerous. Like
Oh, yeah.
the consequences too big. But when I got older, yeah, stuff like
All right. So, anyways, moving back, they actually the Celts, the Irish actually popularized like doing all the pranks and stuff. They would pull up a cabbage stalk, get it smoking, and then shove it into the keyhole of someone's house, so that when they came home, their whole house would stink.
Like burning cabbage?
Yeah.
Like, so like farts.
From all day just burning, and like to me, I was wondering like, what the hell was the size of the keyholes back then?
Oh, they had
Well,
those
it-
big skeleton keys. Yeah.
They shove them in. They also placed farmers' wagons and livestock on the roofs of the barn. The pranking when cities began to expand, eventually turned into breaking glass, setting fires, and
Devil's Night. There it is. That's what they always call Halloween Eve.
that's actually coming up. That's yep.
All right.
1902. It actually was put out in the newspaper that most everybody, quote, most everybody enjoys a joke or fun to a proper degree on suitable occasions. But when property is damaged or destroyed, it is time to call a halt. We would advise the public to load their muskets or cannon with rock, salt, or birdshot.
Dude, rock salt sucks.
And when trespassers invade your premises at unseemly hours, upon mischief bent, pepper them good and proper. So they will be effectually
birdshot
cured.
will kill you.
Yeah. So they will be effectually cured and have no further taste for such tricks. That was
Hey,
in the
man.
newspaper.
I'm with you. Trick or treat. It's like such a ridiculous thing to say.
Parents
Goddamn,
were then
Jake,
encouraged.
Do you just hate fun? Did you just hate everything?
So it says parents were encouraged by the newspapers to take out the frightening or grotesque things in the celebrations, and because of that, it lost most of its superstitious or religious feelings. In 1907, there was a prank where the guy pulled a string across the sidewalk, tripped a guy turned around with a gun and shot him, killed
Hey,
him.
man, that's assault, brother.
The salt, brother.
And eventually, the violence got so bad that civic and religious authorities, community organizations, and neighborhood families began to program parties, carnivals, and costume parades. They would stage house-to-house parties. The first house might get a costume such as white sheets to be ghosts or soot to smudge on their faces.
Soot.
Yeah, soot. What did I say? Soot. Soot. Yeah, soot.
So blackface.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Kind of. The next house might give out treats. The next might have a basement. Blah blah blah. The kids would morph into
What do
getting
you mean?
dressed.
They might have a basement. Blah blah blah.
Sorry, to set up as a tiny haunt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to breeze through it.
I got you.
This starts to morph into kids getting dressed up and going house to house trick or treating.
Yeah.
That's where it started. By World War II, youngsters took pledges to support the soldiers and sailors abroad by not engaging in Halloween vandalism. Yep.
I don't know, man. We did most of our pranks around Christmas because everybody had like stealable decorations in their yard.
Stealing pumpkins was a thing.
Yeah, we did that.
That was another thing that the Irish actually did, like turnips and stuff like that. They would mark those.
Turn up.
And turn up or what? But the Protestants were actually the ones that had an abundance of pumpkins that they grew then that they had extra, and they would actually use them instead of turnips, and that's where the pumpkins come from.
Have you guys, other than like egging that car, have you ever thrown an egg at somebody's domicile?
I threw eggs. Last time I threw eggs was in Fort Lauderdale, staying with these incredibly. Is that me?
Yeah, the whole time.
I'm not doing anything. Shut up. I think it's yours.
Ours are on the table.
Completely silent.
Why we moved them? Like I did this. Like I said it on the chair. I'm trying to do what I'm told here.
Nope, we moved them.
Yeah.
Ours have been silent the whole time. You're over there banging a gong.
Gong.
I think
Anyways,
the original.
go ahead. It's fine. Noise gate. That's
I'm
what
staying
noise
in Fort
gate.
Lauderdale with these people who are awesome, and they have like a. I mean, I've been in Sydney the whole time. They have a very high apartment that overlooks the intercoastal waterway in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
Yachts just going by left and right.
Yeah.
One night we had a little bit to drink,
Uh-huh.
and we emptied their entire kitchen of eggs trying to throw it across
So fun.
to this other yacht. I'm trying to hit it.
Yeah.
But the roof was real low, so it was hard to get a full throw. So you had to kind of like
What,
duck
hit
down.
that roof above you?
Yeah, like the balcony
to
above
get
you.
a good arc to throw it as far as you could.
Yeah.
You have to
You had
sidearm
really
it.
bend down and
Yeah.
kind of like wing it, try to get across. But I mean, that had nothing to do with Halloween. It
You
was just
think you could throw an egg way further over the water than you can.
Oh, yeah.
It's so much further than you think.
We were doing that in Myrtle Beach. Like, do you think we can throw?
Oh, yeah. We did.
I mean,
that.
you always do it. You can't
yeah.
help it. When you're on a balcony, you're like, you need to know whether you can throw
Something to the
a golf
ocean.
ball or whatever. Not even to the ocean, just like how far? You know,
Man.
can you do it?
Me and two other guys, we were playing poker at a teacher's house. Go figure. I bet you guys could figure out which teacher. And on the way back, I mean, of course, we were drinking at this said teacher's house. And on the way back, we stopped at the Dash Inn in Leonardtown and bought 3 dozen eggs and picked one unlucky house in Brenton Bay. And they got all 36 eggs.
How did you do that without them coming out?
Because it was 2 a.m. and we sprinted to our friend's house when we were done. But there was a police write up about it in like the paper 2 days later, like the Enterprise.
Probably an unsolved
I was
mystery. I'm gonna
scared
report you.
shitless. I'm sure both those people are dead by now. They're really old.
Probably. I always think about that when I watch like certain shows. I'm like, oh, he's dead by now. Oh, she's dead.
We weren't bad kids, but that was the only time I ever
But
threw an egg.
It makes me real. That's why like old movies creep me out. It's just
Because
like,
all those people are dead.
they're just dead.
Even
You're
the
watching-
young,
you're
pretty
watching
ones.
dead people, bro.
I know.
It's weird. You're watching
Watch
ghosts.
John Wayne
Well, even if
movie
you
and,
watch,
like, everyone's
even if
dead.
you watch Lost Boys, Corey Haim's dead.
Yeah, but that's nothing.
Oh
Actually-
yeah, you know he's not.
Since we're
his
talking
life
about
didn't
old
matter.
film, I had a funny story. I was at this buddy's house up in, I don't know where it was, and it was his family's party. A bunch of people were at the house. It was for the grandpa, who's like old as shit. It's for his birthday. And I'm just like intermingled with all these people that are his family, but they don't really know me. I don't really know anybody. The weirdest thing was his dad was walking around with a VHS like recorder.
My uncle used to do that,
And he would
shit.
film people saying something to the grandpa. And he's going around, and I'm like looking around, like he's gonna
Is it my
come to me.
turn?
I was like, he's gonna come to me. Dude, everyone's saying the same thing. Hey, grandpa, blah, 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 blah. Love you, okay, blah, blah, blah. I don't know this grandpa. I don't know nothing about him. I've seen him a few times.
He shouldn't have asked you.
Bro, he asked me, put the camera right on me. I went, hey, grandpa.
Don't die.
Love you. My brain went to there. It was like morph.
Were they white? Were they white people?
Yes.
Dude, that old white guy was like, "Who's this Mexican?"
The dad gave me such a weird look, and just like everyone was like stopped, and like he just like moved on to the.
You know, Matt's been doing that a
It
lot recently.
sucked.
What, videotaping
Yeah.
everything?
I still think about that. I was like,
It's cool,
I was like
though.
15.
Oh, I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, like at some point we're gonna watch that.
Family vaults, man. Just
Yeah.
just the same reason we're doing this.
Bro, I've never seen it. I was like 15, and it's somewhere in that dude's house. The problem I always think about is they probably watched it, and they're like, "Oh,
Who the hell is that?
It's so and so's buddy. That was
and my face is on there going, "Hey, Grandpa," on their big screen TV in the middle of their living room. And they're like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Oh my god!
We got some black in us. Let me finish this up. I know it's boring to some, but some might get something out of it, and I don't really care. Because I did the research, and I'm gonna fucking say it.
You said it was a goddamn thick boy.
It's right there.
Information packet.
No, it's right there. That's it.
All right,
right
man.
from right here. Yeah. We're gonna finish
That's
it.
a thick ass boy.
A lot of it was pictures. All right, I like pictures. Sure. In parts of the Northeast, October 30th became known as Mischief Night,
There we go.
Goosey Night in parts of New Jersey,
Yeah.
Cabbage Night in some locales, and reference to old Scottish pranking.
Right.
And they would soap windows, spray shaving cream in egg houses, and toss toilet
Soap windows?
paper. Yeah.
So they would wash people's windows?
Yeah.
Don't want-
yeah, it was just called soaping windows, and they would actually put like slippery shit on like the street, so like cars would slide and everything like that. That was another part. It got crazy. Detroit and other Michigan cities, such as who cares, Flint, and all that, they were set ablaze, and what
Lansing.
became
Dude.
known as Devil's Night.
Yeah, watch the Crow.
Yeah. And
Shit's on fire.
that was 1970s and 1980s. This is real close.
No, dude.
Arsonists turned the Detroit night sky a Halloween orange by setting fire to trash cans, dumpsters, and abandoned buildings. 1984, when more than 800 fires were set across the city in a 3-night arson spree, Detroit responded by instituting a dawn to dusk curfew for unaccompanied youths under 18, and people were vigilant with their garden hoses and ready eyes.
Vigilant.
30,000 volunteers to participate in neighborhood patrols. What year do you think that was? 1990. I'll answer it for you to get through this quicker.
All right.
Love you. Last sentence. Let me see what my last sentence was.
Love you, Grandpa.
Yeah. Hey, Grandpa.
Love you, Grandpa.
Love you.
Thanks to these continued efforts, the number of fires around Halloween in Detroit have steadily decreased to near normal levels on what city leaders would now call opposite of Devil's Night.
Angels Night.
Yes, and that's all I took on it. That's long.
Look, there's harmless pranks like
I'm okay with harmless pranks.
yeah,
Not a problem.
Sure.
but
What about tripping on the sidewalk like that guy that shot somebody?
No, that's not good. You
Neither.
should not
I
trip
could bash
people.
my head.
What if
I
they
should
trip?
shoot him though.
Don't think
Right.
about yourself. Think about like people you love and you're supposed to protect, like your wife
Yeah.
and kid. Someone
Yeah.
trips them, you're gonna get pissed. My problem is kids act like little assholes.
Well,
they come
yeah.
around,
That
demand candy.
have never been punched in the face.
They're getting stuff for free.
oh my God, you old man! It's trick or treat.
Has nothing to
That-
do with being an
but
old
if
man.
you- but
It
you-
teaches nothing good. Halloween. It's not.
It's
Nothing about it is
one
good.
evening a year where the
Literally
kids get candy, bro.
It teaches complete gorging, not working for anything and getting stuff by demanding it, or you'll do something bad. Oh, come on,
Okay,
let's be honest.
I
What
was
does it
wrong,
teach?
Brent. I was wrong. Lori's now gonna kick his ass.
Dude, it's
What does it
trick
really
or
teach?
treat. Nothing. Nobody knows this story.
Do you know
Nobody
trick or
knows-
treat? What that means?
I'm actually
Yes,
going.
give me something to
Hey,
eat,
hey.
or I'm gonna fucking trick
Hey,
you.
will you guys?
But nobody does that.
would you guys?
I know.
Would you guys join me in
Yeah.
doing our own version of the old OG version, which was bonfire,
Yeah.
food, song
Yeah.
and merriment, celebrating the dead,
Yeah.
talking about them?
Yeah.
That's what it was about.
I don't know.
No,
Celebrating the dead.
not celebrating, but talking about the dead. We all have the dead in our.
I'm
families.
with that, but not like connecting with their spirits or
No,
whatever.
no. Obviously not.
I know.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
But
I'm
talking
not trying
about
to.
people that have died, absolutely. I
A
do that all
hold
the
on.
time.
A
Yeah.
bonfire does not mean that we're like putting up some weird structure, burning it, and worshiping it.
Right, we're not going to sacrifice
it would be-
the barn cats.
Yeah, it's a bonfire. It's
Yeah.
music. It's shit we already
So
do.
our intent would be different, but
Completely different. That's what that is. That's what Halloween is. It's morphing into other things. Why would you
know
morph it
that.
into your own thing?
Yeah, so we're trying to morph it back to something
I
you would take
hate-
that you would like, Jacob, instead of kids having fun.
Yeah.
no,
They'll
it's
get
not about-
music,
I like kids
fire,
having fun.
merriment.
I do. But why? Okay.
So
what
are you not
Halloween
going
teach-
to pass out candy next Saturday?
I always pass out candy.
Then there you go,
Oh,
man.
I turn my lights off. Fuck them kids.
I live in an apartment building.
No, I'm just kidding.
They don't.
I went to your house a couple of years too.
If I'm home, we have candy. If I'm not, we don't. You know?
Yeah, we used to sit at the end of the driveway. We would give the dads beers and the kids
I get all
candy.
That was cool.
Yeah, man.
But what are we really doing? It's not even Halloween.
We're hanging out just in a different spot, bro.
Dude, it's one
I
night a
know
year,
that.
Jacob.
And I get to see little
I love you
SpongeBob.
so
I know
much.
that, but that's still not the point.
What's the point?
The point is, it's kind of a stupid thing. It's commercialized
tradition.
like everything else. Like
Yes,
Halloween,
but it's tradition.
or like Valentine's Day, even like
we
Christmas.
talked about that last year, but
Completely
don't take Halloween
commercialized.
from me.
Halloween.
Halloween's the worst by far.
Nah.
Halloween's
Literally,
like-
no one that's celebrating it has any idea what they're actually doing, which is being ignorant, right?
I mean, that's life. Not a lot of people know
I
what the
know.
fuck they're doing.
No idea what they're actually
I
celebrating.
don't know that they're being ignorant.
But
Willfully ignorant.
Okay, there
Right.
you go.
No idea.
but that's the
What they're
thing.
actually doing.
They think they're just celebrating. Well, you know what? That's another thing because like
What are they doing?
exactly? They're
Seriously.
they think they're celebrating candy.
No, if it comes to what you're just doing, it's like, oh, you're not gonna have fun and let your kids go out and have candy. Well, what are we doing? What is it about?
It's like Mike said, it's morphed into what we
Something
do.
else.
Morphed into a
That's-
mindless, stupid thing where your kids dress up and walk around the neighborhoods and
Right.
demand candy.
And that's the
That
only.
is
All right, they're not
so
demanding. I don't like the word demand.
You are looked down upon if you don't hand out candy.
or if you don't let your kids participate.
Yeah,
So is Mia not
should-
going to trick or treat?
And everyone,
you
no,
should not. You should be able to not like.
Mia dresses
come over
up
Mike's
all
house
the
and-
time. I guess my point is people don't know why they do it, and people make fun of you if you don't do it, but there's no real reason. And it,
Yeah.
like
I understand the not knowing, but then again, it's like somebody like me who isn't very religious, who I love Christmas
Christmas isn't really about like anything really.
because I love being with my family and I love putting lights on dead trees.
It's good for the country.
I don't like celebration of death. I think it's weird. When you have a bunch of cemetery stuff in your yard,
It's cute.
Well-
man.
I'm telling you,
It's cute.
no, it's not. When you come on, dude. When you will actually go to a cemetery and it means something to you, and then when you see that, it's like, what is this?
I don't know.
They're
I-
celebrating this stuff.
I don't look at it that deeply.
yeah,
I kind of disagree.
As someone
I just
that like
disagree.
really overanalyzes,
I
wouldn't.
hate big cemeteries.
I wouldn't really. I mean, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
It's not fun.
I really don't.
What if
really
they're
don't
fun
pay-
names like
I really don't pair the
huge
two.
ass or like
I don't pair the two. And I get where you're coming from, but I can't fucking say anything different. It's your brain, not mine. And I don't pair the two though. And
Everything should have purpose and meaning, and Halloween to me has none.
it does not serve a purpose except for fun.
but that's what I would want to make it. That's why I would want to do something that meant something. Because I'm gonna lose people in my life, and I would love
Yeah.
to celebrate them.
Well,
after.
as far as intent goes,
Yeah, but you could
Halloween
do-
is exactly what you say it is.
Yes,
it's just
nothing.
fun.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fun.
Nobody has
Exactly.
a clue about the rest of it.
No. Because most people just celebrate the people that were lost in their lives daily or
They don't
think
even
about
do
them
that.
daily.
It's just literally kids dressing up and going to get candy.
No,
That is what Halloween has turned into.
Yes,
taking
yeah,
pictures for
yeah.
likes.
Yeah. And pumpkin spice lattes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Mia will dress up. She dresses literally every day. She wears a
Yeah,
new
she
princess
does.
outfit.
Wears a
She
princess
wears
outfit.
Snow White.
And that's enough, really. You don't need a day for that. Just
And
Don't you get dressed up?
exactly. Don't keep it to one day.
but that people compile it down to one day, and that's fine, I guess.
I just don't like the.
Well, then come
dark,
on over to the Miller's
spirity-
Death Celebration Center. We're gonna be doing it.
But are you
right
really
down there.
gonna?
I would love to. I think it's awesome. I don't like Halloween at all.
So when I grew
I
up,
love
we weren't
Halloween,
we weren't
man.
allowed to trick or treat. But my dad
Jesus.
always made sure he would have our friends over and we'd have a bonfire and we'd do cool stuff.
Yeah.
It was like
that's
we
what
hung
I'm
out in the backyard
talking about.
just to make
what I
sure we
like.
weren't missing anything.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
you didn't feel weird when you go to school.
But to me, that seems so much.
But I want to
cooler.
trick or treat so bad. That's all I wanted to do.
Well, of course.
That's why he doesn't.
But it's stupid.
He was never allowed
I don't
to do
think it's
it.
not stupid.
No, I was allowed to do it like twice.
It's
And it
not
was
stupid.
like, well, this
Should we-
isn't that great.
We should take him
Walking
trick-or-treating
him out,
one
right?
time. Let's dress him up.
Ben
Yeah.
trick-or-treating.
Let's walk him
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Me and you.
Can
Grab a
Jacob
hand.
be eggs and I'll be
Hold
bacon
on,
and you'll be
Felix. Next
toast?
year, I gotta take
Yeah, I
Uncle
want to go
Jake.
beg for candy.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Well, is it begging
Hey,
or demanding, Jake? Make your mind up.
Hold up. During the Great Depression, they were actually asking for food and stuff to go in door to door. That was an actual thing during the Depression. It was. I left it
The
out.
depression's another thing that's super overblown. How bad it really was.
Oh, we gotta get into that.
Damn.
Let's put that on the notes.
So just
We're pretty much done here.
yeah, we should probably sign off. We are running long.
Yeah, because I got to edit this. We got 53 seconds.
No, you don't. Just
So,
let
hey,
it roll.
thanks to everyone that commented and talked to us. We're going to try to make it work. We're going to do 2 1 hours. Don't care what you say. I only have so much time. I really don't care what you have to say. I do. But you know,
But-
Hit us up
Yeah,
on
yeah, yeah,
Patreon.
yeah.
$5 a month.
Hey, yeah.
Extra content.
yeah.
You can hear
We're setting
Jacob
it up.
hate on every other fucking
God
made
damn
up
it, now I have
holiday.
to set that up. Yeah, no.
It's
we're-
already-
Shh, not yet. No, it's not live yet.
Don't tell him.
We
Do you
also have-
dislike as much stuff as Jacob does?
No, no. Come on down to the
Give us
Patreon.
$5 a month.
We also have merch. We also have merch that's up, ready to go. It's all in our Instagram link bio. You can go right in there, and it has a link tree, and it'll take you to our YouTube, our Apple, our Instagram, and with
Merch.
all of our clothes.
Merch.
Buy it so we know what it looks like. Just kidding. All right, goodbye.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah.